Oh,
Fantastic.
hello, darling.
I'm loving the beard. I'm loving the hair. Just absolutely brilliant.
How
Listen,
are you?
Dave. Yeah, I'm really good. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Good, 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 good. So I'm recording this video, Dave. So I'm just going to have a little chat with you, and then I'm going to share it with families. Is that all right?
That's fine. That's fine.
For those who are watching us when this does go out, I did laugh with Dave at the start to say that we might need subtitles, because tell us who you are, Dave, where you come from.
Where do I come from? I'm
Yes.
come from country,
Yeah, whereabouts exactly?
the black country.
The black.
I'm proud of it.
Oh, I know. Well, I think anybody who comes from up there talks a bit weird. Not like me, of course, because I talk the Queen's English. In a Yorkshire accent and a Brummie accent, I think we're going to do really, really well. Well, this morning, Dave, at Daniel's Den, we were talking about facial hair, and
Never heard of it.
as soon as the idea popped into my head, I was like, I must chat to one of the most recognisable toddler group volunteers in the UK, and that was you.
Thank you.
That's your fame and fortune. Tell us about the beard. Tell us about you, Dave.
Tell it about me. Right. Well, as I say, I'm a volunteer for Little Fish. I hate to say it, but I'm 74 now. And at the moment, I'm locked down because of this stupid virus that's going around and it's driving me balmy. But apart from that, I'm a member of my church, which is the Wembley Baptist Church. I normally do 2 or 3 days a week up there, but at the moment, I'm stuck. I can't do anything. The beard came about because, it's got to be 10, possibly 12 years ago. Somebody asked me if I'd stand in for their Santa. And I did. I did one Santa at a school that the church was working with. And the next year, I think there must have been a mafia of school secretaries, because suddenly I started getting calls from everywhere. So it went from one to up till about 3 years ago, I was doing anything up to 70 Santas in a year, in a season.
My God. That's absolutely incredible.
Mainly, I don't do shop ones or anything like that. You know, it's just either church ones or individual ones. And it's at the moment with the way things are, I'd had a lot of calls and things to say, oh, my little Johnny's very worried about Santa catching this COVID and he won't be here for Christmas. So I've done a series of Santa talks saying, don't worry, Santa hasn't got it and he'll be here.
Oh, that is fantastic. Well, I did find my Santa.
Oh, he's quite a good Santa, yeah.
Oh, he's quite good looking. So Funny Bunny was feeling a bit upset because he's been a bit pushed out, but there's room for Santa and Funny Bunny in this world.
Very funny. Yeah, and this lot, the colours, basically all started because a few years ago when we were doing Little Fish, we were looking for a craft and we were stuck. So I said, all right, I sat on the floor, gave him some chalks and said, colour me in. And I went rainbow, and I decided in the end that I liked it. So I just used to do the beard, but with this lot, I thought people needed a laugh. So I've gone green.
I think it's amazing. Have you done any trimming of it whilst you've been in lockdown?
Nope. No. All of this is grown back.
Yeah.
I don't keep it shaped quite nicely, but I haven't had a shave, which sounds strange with this beard, but I do have to shave this. I haven't had a shave since lockdown started. And I love walking around and just seeing people's faces as they drive past. After time, they nearly go up the footpath.
I love it. I love it. I think one of the things that I love about the Lord is that he uses each one of us in our own unique way. And I think it's brilliant how you're using your beard just to bless other people, to bring great joy. And I've actually seen the photos that you've shared of you on a Thursday night clapping.
Oh, yeah. It's good fun.
Yeah, you're there with your pan and a hammer. How's your pan getting on?
I hurt my hands.
Oh.
The pan has got quite a big dent in the bottom now.
Yeah,
There'll never be anything else. But
yeah, my pan, I've had that's been a victim, and my pan, the bottom of my pan has mine's similar, but just with a wooden spoon. But I was just giving it a right good clout. Love the T-shirt that you've got on. What's that? Churches for Life. What does it say underneath? Not just for Christmas, is that right?
Just for Sundays.
Not just for Sundays. That is really great. And how is life at Little Fish when you're on lockdown?
I'm going to turn it over. So you're going to go swirly for a second, okay?
All right then, yeah, swirl it round. Oh, that's good.
That better? That's what you can.
Yeah, that's good. I like it. Yeah, keep
going back the other way now.
Going back the other way. Oh, that's great. So with Little Fish during lockdown, I know Carrie's a bit frustrated about not being able to meet up with people, but you guys are still doing stuff to reach out to families in the community, aren't you? Maybe not you physically, but I know some of the volunteers are doing stuff.
Yeah, we're doing, they're doing a meal to send out to people that need it. Emily does her sing-along on a Monday, which is totally crazy. She's marvellous.
I love it.
What else is there? Oh, we've got there's a story time. There's basically all sorts going on.
Yeah.
And we've still got New Beginnings, which is difficult to run in this, but Carrie's doing a bit. He's keeping it going.
Yeah. Just tell us what New Beginnings is about.
New Beginnings is a charity that we run, and it's working with mums who are having a baby in hospital, and they've literally got nothing to come home to. So we provide them with what we call a starter pack, which is a Moses basket, completely stuffed, and I mean stuffed, with everything that baby is going to need when it gets home. There's clothes, there's nappies, there's toiletries. There's even a block of chocolate for mom and some toiletries for mom.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Because we say that possibly the mums that are getting these, they're not going to get anything else. They're not going to get a present while they're having their baby with their baby and things, because they are ladies that are really in a bad way, in one way. They are, how to describe it without being, while being politically correct. They are
live. You are live. Well, you're not quite live, but you will be.
refugees. They're victims of abuse, of trafficking, that sort of thing.
Yeah. You know what, Dave, when I think about Little Fish and all that you guys do when you can physically meet, and knowing what you're already doing when, we're on the lockdown, I think it's toddler groups like Little Fish in Birmingham that are just, I often talk about the hidden treasure of the nation, and you're definitely one of those that's not hidden to your local community, but I think the impact that you have on families' lives. I know when I visited, just the way that people translate, the way that anybody is welcome 24/7 into that church. And I know even now, I know Pete, the minister there, that you're reaching out in so many wonderful ways, and it's just brilliant. And I just feel it's just really good to shine a light. And you're the first toddler group volunteer I've nabbled in this way to interview, and hopefully not the last. But I think just tell us, what is the last thing you do at the end of every session at Little Fish? Because I was there and I noticed it, and I think it's such a wonderful, special touch that you give at the end of each session. Can you remember it? Can you remember it? It's something to do with your T-shirt.
Oh, yeah. I mean, with
yeah.
our stickers.
Go on, just tell us that, and then we'll stop recording.
Everybody gets a sticker when they leave Little Fish. And when they were all pouring out, I hadn't got enough hands to do. So before they start coming out, I stick my stickers all over my T-shirt, and it's easier just to take them off than put them on. But
yeah.
A lot of the kids won't even, they just come and stand in front of me and go, sticker. They want to wear their sticker.
Yeah, I just love it. I just love it. I think it's absolutely fantastic. And I know we could talk for a long time. I know you've got your puppets and all that. Maybe we'll have you on talking about your puppets.
Hang on. Let me just, you've got your
bunny.
Hello.
Oh, who's that? Who's that?
This is Whizzle.
Oh my gosh, and what's Whizzle up to?
He just lives around. He works with those at the back. Can you see them behind me?
Yeah.
He just happens to, and he plagues my dogs, don't you? He just plagues the dogs. And
all right. And what is with?
He's just a hand puppet. He's just totally weird. Where's
well, I wonder who he takes after.
Well, he likes colour as well.
Wonderful. Well, we thank God for you, Dave. We thank God for your beard. We thank God for Little Fish in Birmingham. And thank you for sharing with us today. Thank you.
My pleasure, and it's lovely to see you.